Hello, guys. This is Rainbow Chalk Siamese with Too Much Lavender.
Hello, there's too much of me. I'm Lavender.
Oh my god. Anyway, we're reading one of my creepypastas. This was one of my more recent ones. And it's okay, I think.
This is Fresh Rainbow.
Oh my god.
Fresher Rainbow.
Yeah. Like I wrote
Shelf stable Rainbow.
I wrote this in sometime in 2021 because of a disturbing dream I had. This creepypasta is called You're Home Now. And I put it on Gyoshia's because I didn't know if it was going to fly on the actual creepypasta wiki.
Okay.
Because they're like, you can't put lost episodes on the actual creepypasta wiki.
Oh, okay.
And this wasn't an actual lost episode, but it was. Like, it had a lot of characters in it, so I didn't know if it was gonna fly.
Gotcha.
Alright, anyway. Let's start. Listen, kid, life is definitely worth it. That's why you need to stay out of here. I know you want to impress your friends, but this isn't some popularity contest. I wish I had listened to the Guardian's advice instead of sneaking into the forest. Let me tell you my story, traveler.
Listen to your guardian's advice. Stop sneaking into the dadgum forest.
As I said earlier, I had snuck into the forest when one of the Guardians wasn't looking. I was running, laughing to myself, determined to complete the dare when I tripped over a rock.
Ouch.
I was staring dizzily upwards as a figure came up to me. I recognized this figure as a character from a video game I enjoyed. I knew her horns, her robe, her kind face. Toriel? Is that you? My speech slurred, almost shocking me, but Toriel didn't care. Instead, she silently reached her arm out. I gently held it as she pulled me up, guiding me deeper into the forest. Now, let me give you a little context. Toriel is a character from Undertale.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And she's kind of a goat creature.
Oh, a goat
Like, she's
creature.
an anthropomorphic goat.
Okay.
Right, I was confused. What was Toriel doing here? Dora. Where was she guiding me to and why? The confusion slipped away as I realized this was all a dream, a fantasy made up in my head. I could have been knocked unconscious. My anxiety peaked again as the thought of being unconscious. Will my friends find me? I didn't know as I started to panic, tugging Toriel's sleeve. She looked back at me, and something about her benevolent face convinced me that everything was going to be okay.
You know how you absolutely know that there's no way this could have been Dora? Because if it was Dora, you wouldn't have been confused. She would have been like, okay, look, here's where we're going. We're going to stop at this rock. We're going to cross this bridge. Look out for foxes. We're going to sing some songs. We're going to learn some new words in Spanish. And then we're going to get to that thing over there. Like, there would have been no confusion. It was Dora's whole point.
Yeah. As we went deeper into the forest, I saw many unusual creatures, such as skeletal rats and horses with two heads. I was about to tug Toriel's sleeves again when she pointed at a cottage in front of us. I didn't really know how to tell her that I should be heading back to my friends, so we silently went to the cottage. There, 3 characters from the series My Little Pony were waiting: Pinkie Pie, Twilight Sparkle, and Rainbow Dash. I was growing more confused as the 3 ponies seated me at a wooden table and chair. The notes of an acoustic guitar filled the room as I turned my head to see KK Slider from Animal Crossing.
And after all,
you're my wonderwall. Despite being confused, I continued shrugging this off as some sort of weird dream that I was having. The blue Pegasus poured tea into a small china cup. I'd never been an expert on tea, but I definitely knew that it was mint as soon as I smelled it. As I took a sip, I instantly felt relaxed, and the music that KK was playing me took me even deeper into my trance. Before I knew it, I was laying on the floor, satisfied. However, I was yanked back up and taken into another room. There, 3 more characters, this time from the series Chalk Zone, surrounded me, holding up different cottagecore outfits. I felt like I had to choose one. What was I supposed to do? Tell them no? I chose a white dress with a purple ribbon tied around the waist. As soon as I changed outfits, yet another character, now Steven from Steven Universe, gave me a silver necklace, which I idiotically put on with the "it's a dream" idea in my head. Right after I put on the necklace, however, I heard a clank. I tried to turn around, but when I did, I saw nothing. I didn't notice anything else until I felt something slowly lifted me up. "Let me go!" I gasped, hoping anyone would hear my plea. flee. As I was lifted higher and higher, I realized that this was no dream. I tried taking off the necklace, but I couldn't find the clasp. All the characters I saw before came in, and this time with even more works of fiction.
Read this. Read this. It's not true, but read it. Read this. It's not true. Read it.
What the heck?
Fiction.
Oh.
More and more works of fiction.
Well. Oh my God. Don't you realize they took forms that you would understand? I looked around as quickly as I could, still choking, mind you, but I saw nothing new. The voice, which was probably coming out of nowhere, spoke again. This is real. You didn't listen, and you're paying the price. You should have listened. You should have listened. A laugh rang out as all the characters below me laughed as well. My vision was fading out as the voice spoke once more. You're home now. Now I know many things about this forest and why you shouldn't go in. Also, the characters aren't characters, but hey, where'd you go? Like, this one was shorter than, like, most of mine, but, like, I like it a lot better.
Can I just,
like, than most of mine.
Can I just give you props for how good your grammar is?
we read one of my other creepypastas, and my grammar was terrible.
Well, I mean, you were a little younger when you wrote your other one.
That was last year.
Okay, so you were a year younger. You like crammed a whole bunch of English in like the past couple of months too.
Yeah, I wrote that before I.
Yeah. So yeah, growth as a writer, but yeah, your sentence structure is really good. Your grammar is really good. But it's
this is my latest one. Like, I know it needs work.
I think you know, your dialogue is pretty good too, and your spooky villain really sounds spooky villainy. Like, you know, I can imagine an actual actor reading that line. You know, somebody with chops reading that line and it being like really spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Those were good word choices. You're so talented.
Thank you. What I really liked about this story, like it's that I actually, like, I didn't, like, there was no gore.
No.
Like there wasn't, like, you know, your typical creepypasta, especially on Gyosha's, has a lot of blood and guts and gore and suicide.
These are a few of my favorite things.
But, and
this is more psychological.
Yeah, it's psychological horror. And there's not much else to say, though.
Well, it is short.
Yeah.
I did have to call out that, like, knowing almost nothing of most of these franchises, I would have to say that if somebody was like, hey, Lavender, you've got to write a story right now featuring My Little Pony, those would be the 3 ponies that I would choose because I know their names.
Yeah, I chose those 3 because they were the most recognizable.
Relatable content.
Yeah, like, some of them, like, I know a lot of them weren't recognizable because, like, hardly anyone knows what Chalk Zone is anymore. Like, you don't even know what it is.
Idea.
Like, it's about a kid who can, like, enters a dimension made out of chalk, like, with a magical piece of chalk, and it can draw about anything.
Like Simon with his crayons?
I thought it was Harold in the purple crayon.
Well, there's Harold in the... No, but Simon
in the land of chalk drawings. Like, they unintentionally copied off of that. They didn't even know about that while they were creating the show, but they apologized.
Simon, and I like to do drawings.
Oh my God, Mom. This is beautiful. But I actually love this.
Yeah,
this is my favorite. Like, this is my personal favorite creepypasta.
In that case, it's my favorite too.
Thanks. Well, anyway, see you guys. Signing off.